Hi humans, and welcome back to the Unleash and Unveil community. Today I am breaking down when is the right time to actually go all in on your business and become a full-time entrepreneur, and some of the key things that I want you to really look out for that's going to help you. Let's dive right in. I just want to set this whole stage up by saying that I'm going to give you some mindset and I'm going to also give you some strategy. But humans, there's never a right time. I can share with you a little bit of my perspective and some of the things that I've seen the biggest success in our community and some of our students. But I first wanted to just set the expectation that this is a journey that you have to go on yourself. This is not like corporate America where you have a manual that's going to tell you exactly when, where, and how. Like, you are the manual, you are the navigation system. So one of the things that I decided was a key factor for me to know that, holy crap, like I have to get out of this environment and actually go full-time in my business, was when it honestly became too painful to do the thing that I was doing. Whether it was working a full-time job, whether it was not being compensated in the ways that I want. I feel like you have to get to a place where suffering is no longer an option for you. And I always like to remind our students that don't have a backup plan. I think oftentimes our backup plan is used as a crutch. When should you actually go all in on your business? When you feel like it is at the top of your priority. Could you actually be in your business and also be having a full-time job? You absolutely can. So by no means telling you that you need to quit your job in order for you to go all in on your business. In fact, define what is all in. I love when people use this term and they kind of bully people into thinking that they have to quit their job in order to be a successful entrepreneur, but that's not it at all. And if you look at the portfolio of a successful entrepreneur, guaranteed they're probably doing and having more than one business. So it's not about you needing to do one thing. This is an actual energetic problem. You have to be willing. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to fail. If you're not willing to fail, don't go all in on your business. Going all in doesn't mean that you have to pick one or the other. It just means that energetically, you're willing to try things out. The next thing I want to share with you is about market research. And you know, I'm a queen of market research because I like data and I like numbers because numbers don't lie, okay, humans? And so a great opportunity and something you want to look out for as you start to make the decision of going all in on your business is, did you try it? Did you try the damn thing? Did you put yourself out there? Go and test the market. I remember before I decided to go all in on my business, I was actually testing out the market, running some retreats, putting up some events, and all of a sudden I started to realize, wait, what I'm doing is working. You know, sometimes at entrepreneurship, there's this surge of feeling when you do something new that it's so exciting. And the thing that actually messes us up is afterwards putting all of this pressure and putting all of these expectations to what we're doing. You have to get to a place where the thing that you're doing, the full-time entrepreneurship life, is truly something that is connected to your purpose. It's connected to something that it doesn't matter if it works out or if it doesn't work out, because the fact of you not doing it actually hurts you more. And so as you start to shift into that mindset and you go out into the market and you test a couple of things, that's going to give you data on what's working and what's not working. You may have a great idea on wanting to start a clothing line, and then you actually get in and you're like, I hate this. That's great. Before you go all in and you make a big decision in your life, you want to make sure that you go out and you actually test out whether or not this is something that you actually want to keep doing. And that's important. I think we make these decisions almost like we're entering college, like pick your major and then you have to do this forever. Entrepreneurship is not like that. Entrepreneurship is by definition something that is constantly evolving. It's constantly innovating because you're putting your work out in a market that's always changing. People are always changing. Algorithms are always changing. New platforms are always coming up. So you have to have that energy of excitement to it. One of the things that actually helped me also go all in on my business, and I know, don't hate me for saying this, but I didn't have a plan B. I didn't actually have something to lean back on. I knew that I wanted to help people, and I knew that I wanted to do it through activating their wealth channel, professionals, helping them become an entrepreneur, and also like feeling into the realness of the things that actually stand in the way, the confidence, the not ability to trust ourselves. All of those things was something that I was fascinated by, because those are the things that were coming up for me, and those are the things that I was able to resolve for myself. So I got to this place where I'm like, holy crap, I know what's happening. I want to share with every single body. And that was a big part for me to just go out there, not have a plan B, not have another side hustle. Like, I already knew that I was able to get a job even if the thing didn't work out. So what I was really being asked to do was to believe in myself. What I was really being asked to do was to go all in on my commitment to my dharma and how I wanted to actually live my life. And of course there were things that were coming up, but that was the biggest shift for me. I didn't have anything to lean back on. Another key thing that you want to look at when you're going full-time in your business, and I know I just said I didn't have a backup plan, right? But you can't need it from a desperate energy. I get to do this work, and I oftentimes wake up and I'm like, holy crap, pinch me. Like, this is so amazing. My Pinterest board of life is actually my real life. And so there's so much gratitude in that. But when you start your business, you have to stay in that frequency of releasing the pressure and trying as much as you can to not dip into this scarcity energy. Scarcity energy to me is simply lack. It's simply a misdirection of energy. You have energy here where this is your desire and this is how you want to live your life, and all the reasons why you want to become an entrepreneur. And then you have this other side where it's connected to feeling like it's not possible for you. Maybe this is your conditioning, maybe this is your programming, maybe you feel like you don't have enough time, maybe you feel like you're too old, you're too young. All of those things are going to actually hinder your process. Anybody can quit their job and just say, I'm going all in on my business and start posting like a maniac, yet never get a client. And the reason why that happens is because they're still not yet willing to open up their heart. They're still not willing to put themselves out there. They're still not willing to fail. You know when is a great time to go into entrepreneurship? When you go and put yourself out there, you see the thing that you're doing is working, and you're willing to fail and don't have a plan B, and see how you show up then. Guarantee you're gonna have different results. Stop playing chicken with yourself and telling yourself there's a perfect time. There is no perfect time. You know how I know this? Because I had to write the manual for my own business. And as simple as that was for me, that like shifted my perspective. I'm like, oh, I'm not playing by anybody else's rules anymore. These are my guiding principles. These are my values. This is how I want to show up. And I'm the one that's making up the rules. I'm literally writing it down and telling my company and the beautiful beings that support us how we want to move. What is our culture? What is our brand? And that's what you have to do, not only for your business, but you have to do this for your life. And you have to get to a place, and where staying wherever you are is not something that you're going to entertain anymore. At this point, there's no option. I know that I will do this forever. I will always share my medicine. I'm always going to share my gift. And guess what? It's going to change and it's going to evolve. And I hold no expectations, because that's the whole point. When you are an entrepreneur, you're an artist. You're crafting and molding things out of thin air. They come from your mind. You're turning those thoughts into things, as Abraham Hicks says. And that's the best part. It's not needing it to work, because you need it and you have to pay the bills, and it's like, yes, and you're going to hinder your process. Have you ever needed something really bad? That attachment kills creativity. You have to be at a place where you're mentally prepared, physically ready to put yourself in the ring, and you're not willing to back down. You're not willing to stay in your reality any longer, because the daydreams of you wanting to become an entrepreneur, wanting to become a boss, wanting to become a CEO is that much bigger. And you're doing it from a place not because you're people pleasing, not because you want to be the star. You're doing it because it truly feels like a calling. Those are the people that I see skyrocket. Human beings, if you are in a season of growth, come check out Unleash and Unveil Your Soul Business. We're starting just in a few weeks. And this is my 12-month mentorship where I basically coach you every single week. We go through all of these limiting beliefs, the mindset, and I share with you specific strategy on how to do everything that I just showed you, how to create the offer, how to do market research, and ultimately how to put yourself out there. If you would have told me 4 years ago that I would have been doing this, I would have been like, no way. I thought I was too old, even though I'm in my 30s. I thought I missed the boat. I thought nobody would care, nobody would pay attention. Who would listen to somebody who has 300 followers? But everybody starts somewhere. And if you have something that's been pulling you towards being your own boss and living your life by design, this is gonna be a great program. I'm gonna go ahead and link it here on the video. Go with peace, go with God. See you soon.